What's up, everybody? How you guys doing out there in the land of the YouTube or of the world? You know, being human beings and all. But anyways, let's go up. Uh, I just wanted to touch on this subject one time. I'm not hating on it. I just don't understand it. Nor do I really understand what in the world is a LGBT history. I don't know why. Um, Time and time again that we get pushed upon us some stuff that the majority don't care about or want to hear. But it's the world that we live in. See, let's check it out. New Jersey becomes second state to require that schools teach LGBT history. And I know a lot of the listeners out there don't even know what LGBT history is or what they mean by LGBT history. Because and if you just go over history, a lot of people are gay. And that's what it is. Whether or not they were in the closet, whether or not they were outside the closet, they were gay. A lot of people, a lot of presidents, a lot of politicians, a lot of people, all that stuff. Hell, Francis Scott Key probably was a Batiman, but who cares? But I guess on February 4th, New Jersey has become the second state in the nation after California, yeah, my fucked up state, to adopt a law that requires schools to teach about LGBT history in a move held by civil rights groups as a step towards inclusion and fairness. What was these civil rights groups? What's the and how is it fair? How is it fair that everybody else that somebody else has to be included into the curriculum because they feel that they are being marginalized? How are gay people being marginalized? How? A lot of people are gay. The guy who created Versace, he was gay. How was he being marginalized? Anybody care? A lot of the fashion guys that's out there, they're gay. Are they being marginalized? Are they okay? A lot of actors, a lot of directors are gay. Are they being marginalized? Are they okay? Of course they're okay. Now we got this Governor Phil Murphy, a Democrat who promised to promote equality for gay and transgender people during his campaign, signed the bill Thursday. Among those celebrating the news was Jamie Brushoff of Vernon, whose 12-year-old transgender child, Rebecca, spoke in support of the bill in Trenton in December. This bill is so important for our young people, Brushoff said. They need to see examples of themselves in history being taught and in classes they are going to each day. We know representation. This is one thing that gets me. What does a 12-year-old know who they are? Does a 12-year-old know who they are? Does a 12-year-old know who they want to be? You understand me? I don't think so. Nobody knows what they are when they're born. You can't say that you were gay straight out the womb. Because if that's the case, people could start saying that I was born a murderer. I was born a child molester. I was born a pedophile. I was born a thief. I was born a robber. I was born a dope dealer. I was born a no, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You don't know what you are when you don't know what you want to do and stuff like that too till you get into high school, and sometimes people don't even know it then. This shit is just crazy. A 12-year-old is up there speaking on a bill. You can't tell me that 12-year-old got up there, wrote their own speech, and just went down the whole thing. Somebody wrote that shit. Somebody critiqued that shit. Somebody coached that shit. Just so they can push this and make it seem like it's more than what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? It's cool and dandy that a group of people are getting light and stuff like that, but there's other things you could do for schools. Because as from far as what I can see is, what are these kids really learning in school? Are these kids learning? There's a lot of high schools that don't teach trades. There's a lot of high schools don't teach kids how to write checks. There's a lot of high schools that don't teach kids how to run a business. There's a lot of colleges out there don't teach kids on the things on how to be an adult. There's a lot of schools that don't even teach hobby shop anymore, woodworking, things that can help you around the house and help you throughout life. Everybody need a car. Everybody need a house. You know, and the trades help a lot. Plumbing, electrical, civil engineering, all types of stuff. AutoCAD, all types of stuff you could be teaching to make to make the US better again, to make the world better again. I don't think teaching LGBT history, taking 30 minutes out of these kids' day, I don't know if it's a full curriculum. I don't know if it's just in the history books. I don't know what it is. But at the same time, is why do we have the need to keep pushing this shit? They keep pushing it. They keep pushing that to these kids that don't know who they are, still being molded to be an adult. Why do we keep pushing this shit on them? Let them figure it out. If you're going to teach LGBT history, why don't you teach something about religion in there? That's the case. Why don't you just teach these kids on how to get away from predators, how to catch thieves, how to know that somebody's fucking lying to you? How come we not doing that? How come we not teaching these kids on why the world is the way it is? Hell, if you're going to teach this LGBT history thing, how about you teach these kids that are in high school? How about you have a course on how to graduate and how to do a proper resume, how to get into college, how to score better? How about you do that? How can you give them a course on how can you take college credits while you're in high school? So before you're 21, you already have a degree, or before you graduate high school, you have a degree. How about you teach that? This thing, this Governor Phil Murphy, he only did that so he can keep getting the votes. Because even them saying the 12-year-old transgender child, that kid don't know who the fuck he is. Hey, what's up, Will Magic Man? What's up, Marquez Johnson? Yeah, this is some bullshit. They are conditioning these kids to be desensitized to the crazy shit. Will Magic Man, they don't even let kids be kids these days. Yeah. And the funny thing about it is, I remember when I was in high school, they teach people to be young adults, and in elementary school, they try to teach the rules and regulations and kind of be tough on them a little bit and stuff like that. Like, look, kids, you can't tell me a 12-year-old kid really fully understands the law, let alone fully understands what it means to be a transgender. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care. My stance on the whole transgender thing, look, I got transgender people in my family. If I see them in public, I would not hesitate to give them a hug. I would not hesitate to acknowledge them. I won't fucking shy away from them. If it's in a bar, if it's in a club, I buy them some drinks. We hang out. I'm not going to fucking ostracize them. I don't care what they do, but I do let them know that they're crazy. They know they're crazy. You can't tell me that. And I said this to him. I was like, dude, if I walked around in the clown suit all day, right, outside of my job, walked around in the clown suit, telling everybody, no, my name is Krusty the Clown or Homie the Clown. Yeah. Walking around all day telling people I'm Homie the Clown. That's what I like to, that's what I identify as, a clown named Homie the Clown. I will be deemed crazy. And some people would say, yeah, he really is a clown. Ha ha ha. Joke is on him. What do you guys think? You got it don't make no that this shit don't make no sense, man. Will Magic Man say, "Hey, Mike, you ever listen to Jordan Peterson?" Nah, I don't. But you send me a link to something, man. I'll take a gander. But you know, the real thing about this whole article that I really wanted to do, I really want to do with this article. I wanted to see who was really pushing it, and I wanted to see what was really about the bill. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to know that I wanted to see the people that voted on it, or you know what I'm saying? I wanted to see, or if it was the governor's prerogative to put it out there without giving the vote. I wanted to see exactly what happened behind closed doors to make this 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 law. Look, young people are learning about LGBT people already in schools, but their identities are hidden, said Christian. Their identities are hidden because you guys just won't say that they're gay. If Francis Scott Key was gay, you just say, hey, man, yeah, this dude was gay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Luther Vandross, famous singer, yeah, he was gay, but he could blow. I mean, he could sing. Executive director of Gordon State Equality, which advocated for this bill over several assembly sessions. Figures like Barrett Rustin, who was the right-hand man to Martin Luther King's civil rights, was a gay man. So what if he was gay when most black people know he was a gay man? Him being gay wasn't the problem. Him being gay around them times was the problem because of the understanding of being gay back then. A lot of people still to this day don't fucking care if you're gay or not. Like me, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you want, what you like to do in your house, what you like to do in public. I don't care. As long as this shit don't affect me, I don't care. But what they doing does it does affect me. Because if whether or not I have kids or not, they have to grow up in this world. They have to. And what everything around them and what they see and hear and interact with affects them. So now we are saying that it's okay for certain people to push this on kids, to push it on them. It's okay. It wasn't okay for singers and stuff to do it. You know, people were crying about Madonna going around kissing women and shit. But now all of a sudden it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that is, most people that become gay have been touched or traumatized in some way. How many of them Catholic, you know, what kids that have been molested by a fucking priest end up being gay because they still being molded. And then they're still being molded to touch somebody in a way that is unnatural. Huh? Two men can't reprocreate. A man and a woman can. You can't tell me that it's natural for a woman to woman to be together and a man to be together. That's just my opinion. I don't give a fuck what you do on your free time. You do you. But I don't want it pushed on my kids. I want grandkids. How I'm gonna get grandkids like that? You know what I'm saying? Artificial insemination. That's half my blood. It's just, let me read some of these checks. When you get a chance, here's a link to give an idea of what Jordan Peterson is. All right. Clicked on it. I'll watch that later. I just got to pause it real quick. Yeah, man, but that's how we get down over here in the United States, man. But the thing about it is that certain groups of people don't even have the same rights as these gay civil rights and these gay movements. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, who the fuck wants to learn LGBT history? I put my child out of school that taught that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing about it is that, you know, when you think about it, like, check this out. So when it comes to pushing agendas in America, right now, the gay community is number one. is number one. And as far as, social groups and stuff like that, you got the LGBT community, you got the Mexican community, you got PETA, the animal rights, you got all types of communities that push agendas that stick together like butt cheeks, no pun intended, that push to these legislators what they want. They pay the money, they push what they want. Now, black folks don't have a community like that. So every time there's a president, every time there's a governor, every time there's a mayor, we don't get an agenda pushed. You see what I'm saying? We don't get an agenda pushed. They don't know what we want. Everybody say Obama didn't do nothing for black folks, but there was a couple things about it. Obama didn't know what black folks want because black folks didn't say nothing. And the black folks that did say something wasn't worth a damn. And then not only that, it was so impossible for this guy to even push something. Everything that he tried to push was fucking voted away. So that's all I had to say. I'm about to go live in the next 5 minutes on another topic. But shout out to the LDBC and everybody stay sucker free.